Hello, hello.
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 everyone.
Having someone miss on the second session, we really are. We're a real tabletop group. Miss Wiggles is a cat, just like a regular cat. Let's fight some furniture.
Where the fuck did he go? Where the fuck did he go?
I don't like how that dresser's looking at me.
Not cool, gang.
This place is so confusing.
All right, like her being passed out is one thing, but losing Borum.
Is this a test?
I feel like we could get more in trouble for that.
Is this another test?
Wait, it's our fault?
Well, no, it's actually probably my fault.
Is your
Kinda
fault?
dope though. Like,
Where's-
I respect it. I respect the hustle.
Where's that girl?
What girl?
Oh no.
Or maybe it's just like nap time. I think she's moving a little bit, like the chest, the breathing. She's not dead yet.
Does she have to be though?
I feel like we might get in trouble if she actually died, even if she is terrible.
Hey guys, that lamp is walking.
We're gonna. Oh shit.
Yo, Lamp, what up, bro? What's up, Lamp?
No. Is a mouth?
No, it's a chair.
What do you think chairs eat?
We are going to have to put some people on the map. Go.
Holy shit. They're 27.
What'd I get?
Okay.
Oh, I thought I hit it right. I got a 20.
I have a 27.
I have a
This
17.
is ready to go.
Hey,
My name
Dominic.
is wrong.
Yo, Dominic, how quickly are you moving?
What? I can't. I don't know. I don't know which weapon to use.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm going to break into a little chitter and go, this is my favorite game! And I'm going to go forward my 20 paces. And I'm going to throw a vial of Alchemist's Fire. Right in the center. Yeah, right in the center here, so it hits everyone. Actually, no, I got to hit only one. So I'll do this one. Because I don't have any good things to do with that right now. So I'll click that. So that is a 22 to hit. Okay, so that is 2 fire damage to the chair. Not very good.
Do you just carry those on you?
Yeah? You do not?
This school is
fire?
weird. It's a weird school.
So darn. It's another example of magic getting in the way of science. Okay, that's all I got.
She's gonna stay where she is and will use her move action to load the crossbow that she pulled from the closet. And try and hit the chair on the right. Yes. 21 to hit. I don't know. I couldn't manage. 2 piercing.
Damien ran up, grabbed a spear. Now he's holding the spear in 2 hands, like I'm gonna go stab it, and he's just gonna charge right at the one on the right. Which I think gives me +2 to hit. All right.
Keep the streak.
All right, what's the worst that can happen? 22 hit.
Those are awesome rolls.
Well, you're lucky. I only rolled it once. It's 5 damage. I hit it. No, it's gonna hit me.
Bro, watch out.
Nat 1.
That chair sucks.
Don't fuck with me, chair. You don't know me. You don't know where I come from. Bro. Bro, you ain't shit, chair. You ain't shit, bro. See strike represent.
No. Woo! Dude.
Damien is slowly getting a god complex, realizing you can't help be struck. You can't get me, bro. You can't mess with me.
Let's see. Positioning is a little off here. So I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then is there anything on the ground that I could use as a improvised ranged weapon? Okay. Then I'm just going to aid another to Damien to give him a bonus to AC. So that's, do I have to roll for that? Nice. So you got a +2 to AC for your next turn.
Cannot be stopped.
No,
Boris! Bro,
help! Help!
All right. Bro, this Boris
It's
guy,
not very charitable.
he's trying to cut your legs off, not helping us when we're in a pickle.
Well, this chair's trying to bite yours off right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
trying, bro.
Mike, I'm getting notice from a friend of mine that we can't really hear you on the stream. Just a heads up. But while you're fixing that, I'm going to.
How about now?
I
Now
mean, I
about
can hear
15
you.
seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
We can hear you.
I can turn on the stream, actually.
Boy, 20 minutes into the game before all right, everyone stop what we're doing. We're going to play it all over again. Maybe I'll roll better this time.
I can hear you now. I can hear you now. Should be good.
Yep. Okay. Good. I think we're good. Okay. So Alice is very excited. There's some fire going on. So the one charge hit gets another 1d6 fire damage on it as a hangover or as a holdover. Hangover. So that's another 1 damage on the chair. And I'm going to pull out a vial of acid this time, and I'm going to chuck it between the chairs.
Don't hit me, bro.
It should be okay.
I don't like that.
Wow!
Can acid crit?
Yeah,
That's a nat 20. Does a 15
Critical
confirm?
acid.
it will confirm on the chairs. Does it confirm on Damien?
No.
I mean, I guess the problem
Wait,
is.
wait. Is it touch
here.
AC? Is it touch AC?
It is touch AC, but the problem
Yep,
is.
it confirms.
Well, hold up. I threw it here, so.
Still 5 feet.
Yeah, so everyone else will only get the 1 damage. This square would get the 12. But
Oh,
there's nothing there.
okay, never mind.
So that's
the
kind of a
carpet,
bust.
yeah, we're going to say that's 2 splash damage because of the critical.
Okay, that sounds good.
Gets melted here. Everyone in the radius takes 2 points of damage.
Oh, God. Alice! Gee, I thought we were friends.
Hey, watch where you're throwing that.
Bro, what? I've got a hole in my shirt now.
Eric, you may want to take a look at yourself that everyone's always so happy to attack you accidentally or in peripheral.
Bro, what
tell,
happened?
tell me
Jesus, what happened?
You didn't kill him fast enough.
Yeah, I hit it once. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm burning here.
All right, I'm good.
I'm
So the one chair that everyone is attacking is literally on its last leg. Like the other three have been knocked off.
Just hopping around.
The other one's relatively undamaged.
Okay.
Verity.
Throw it in the chair.
All right, so I'm gonna take a 5-foot step to the left. Can I shoot over Alice's head or no?
It would still be shooting into melee.
Hmm.
So unless you have
Yo,
precise
Verdi,
targeting
are you gonna
before.
shoot me too? Like, that's cool if that's what you're feeling. Like, I totally respect that
Can
agency of yours.
can we all agree to stop shooting my little brother? Please?
Oh.
I'm not trying to shoot anyone. It's just like, what am I gonna do? Stab someone? No.
Yo,
Okay,
I
then
respect the
so-
hustle. A little concerned though.
Okay, so rather than the 5-foot step, I'm actually gonna move over here.
Now you would have a clear shot on the.
Yeah, but I can't load the crossbow because I need to use a move action to do that. So can I try to aid another for Alice on her next attack?
Sure thing. Roll a d20.
12.
That does it.
Plus
10
2 to the next attack then.
10 or higher.
Damien.
I'm gonna attack the one that looks on its last leg. I'm gonna try to pop the last leg out. So Damien's gonna stand right there. Actually, he's gonna take a 5-foot step first, just to be a little fancier. And it's gonna attack the chair. All right. I don't get +2, so I took that out. Does a 21 hit?
Yes, it does.
The last I rolled another one on the D8, but I'm gonna pop the last chair leg out.
Should have not made these weaker. The chair.
The lamp joins in the fight.
Exactly. The couch emerges.
It's going to come up here and attack Verity.
Bad chair. Bad chair.
Should not have 5-foot stepped.
Slam!
Will a 12 hit?
No. It missed by 1.
Oh.
Thank you. +2 from being a child.
Yo, chair.
All right.
All right,
Dominic.
here we go. I'm going to take a 5-foot step, and then I'm going to use the elephant in the room version of power attack, which is a -1 on attack rolls to get a +2 on damage. But I'm going to use the longsword two-handed to get an extra 1 to the damage. And I'll fucking pulverize this freaking chair.
Oh.
Kia!
Showing that not only is he big, he is strong. Dominic rears back with the sword and swings for the fences, cutting the chair in half in one blow.
That came dangerously close to my head. Holy crap!
Yo, Damien and Dom, the chair killers.
Good thing I planned an hour for that.
Where is she? Where's that girl?
Zinfalia, she is on the floor.
I'm gonna go and try to not slap her in the face, but just kind of pats to try to be like, hey, wake up.
Are
She's
you dead?
starting to she comes around just a little bit. She's like, what happened? As Mr. Wiggles comes into the room.
Hey, Mr. Dubs.
Well, Mr.
Immediately
Seastrike, what a
drop.
surprise to see you involved in this kerfluffle.
Involved? Bro, We ended it, bro. We didn't start anything.
The
Those chairs stepped up, and we put them back down.
yeah, the furniture
Into
just
that
started
seat.
attacking us, Mister Mister
Mr.
Wiggles.
W.
Sir.
I'm
Dubs.
certain that you did something to the chairs to make them want to attack you. We haven't had them attack anyone else.
Yo, that's messed up.
Um,
We are your students, and we're almost victim of murder, and you go like, "Oh, this is on you, bro."
Synthalia was upset with me, and she used a scroll.
Did she now?
well, actually, I told her to.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
You told Xanthalia to use the spell?
Mm-hmm. It wasn't her fault. It was me.
I wasn't aware that you knew Xanthalia.
Yeah, it was actually me and Dom, and we were like,
we just
"Would it
met.
be cool if you used a scroll?"
Yeah, it was on us.
Well, why are you guys trying to get yourself into trouble? You guys didn't do any of that.
I just look at the passed out, like foaming at the mouth child and go, maybe, I don't know, maybe she shouldn't. She seems like she's had enough. and I go, yeah, it was me. Yeah, totally. We dared her to see what would happen.
It was 100% our responsibility as people.
It's a good thing that we found ourselves in this room full of weapons that children just have full access to.
Well, every common room has weapons in case somebody was in there and cast an animate object or.
Oh, so this does happen. Oh, so this does happen. Okay.
Every week.
Oh, you said 2 minutes ago the chairs never attacked anyone.
I guess
These
that means.
individual chairs haven't. They've always been very well behaved.
All right. Well, Mr. Dubs, feel like you're being a little
Wiggles.
selective with the information you're giving us.
Yes, I'm being very selective with the information I give you. It's your first day at the academy.
Feels like you're trying to find a way to make us look like the bad guys here.
No, obviously you are the bad guys because you convinced this honor student to get into casting spells that are way
All right.
beyond.
We didn't
her as a
convince, we
baker.
dared. Okay? It's a dare. That's cool.
You guys didn't do any. You guys didn't do that. If anything, it's my fault because I made her upset.
So you all are responsible.
Especially Alice, yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
Alice
that's
is
been- I
actually.
expected much better.
Alice has like grenades and stuff.
Yeah.
That was actually really fucking cool. Like you had fire and then you had acid. Like that was just like
so fun. But yeah, no, there's I guess yeah, we all started the fire.
Just definitely not
We
Xanthalia.
didn't start it. We finished it.
We started and finished it, actually.
Yeah, no one got hurt.
Cast the spells and Thalia will pay for the price for this. And
That feels like a messed up way of causing retribution upon children who do not know better, as we are between the ages of 10 and 11.
Xanthalia is actually a third year, so she'd be quite a bit older than you.
Well,
We will deal with her appropriately. And a moment later, two more journeymen come in and pick her up and take her out of the room.
Hi.
As
So,
for the rest of you,
Do we get a reward for killing the chairs?
Dude, shut up. For real. Call him Mr. Wiggles.
It's Mr. W.
as your first day in the academy and your first day as a prefect, I am very disappointed, especially because of who your parents are, young masters, right? I would hate to have to send them a letter,
No, please don't. We won't do it again, we swear.
but for now, perhaps you should return to your rooms while we clean up your mess.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Wiggles, sir.
Whatever, Mr. W.
Wiggles.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No, it's not. I could play it back for you should you like.
I don't particularly care to hear that.
All right. I'm going to,
Have a mediocre day, bro. He's just going to walk in.
fully, get Damien in a headlock and just like walk out at the same time.
I hope you have a
Still
shitty day.
Still talking shit in the headlock.
Because this is fun. I love this.
Yeah, wow, that was crazy. Where I was walking in the hallway.
Yeah, no, it's great. Could you let go of me, bro?
Fine.
I'm getting. Oh, Jesus! You need a chiropractor appointment.
Well, that is very strange. I do not understand the rules of the game you are playing with the headmaster.
It's
Is it sort of like you poke,
what?
you poke at the owl bear, and then it goes meh, or
it's just him.
Okay, authority does not get to control me. Okay, I think that's what you're trying to get here, bro.
I agree, but I also know not to antagonize authority to its face when we
You
have
gotta
no
just figure
power.
out how to use it to your advantage.
I'd rather live on my feet than
Bro, you gotta
say
pick your,
Mr. Wiggles on my knees.
You gotta
Okay?
pick your spots, bro.
I
That was-
die on every hill, and there's
Not
nothing you
one
can
of
do
them.
about that.
All I was
okay?
trying to do is not like she got like messed up, and I know that like she was being like really rude to you earlier, Verity, and that's
Well,
that's super messed up. But like I don't know, I just didn't want her to get in like extra trouble.
Well, she's gonna get in trouble either way because, like, I only said what I did say to her before because she was coming up to me and like trying to put Alice down, and like Alice was nice, and then she was mean, and then so I probably went a little too far. But to be honest, if she didn't have that happen, then she would have gone home and probably had that happen.
I mean, no judgments here on like whether she deserved what you said to her or not, but like I don't know, just like seeing her on the ground like
I
that.
made her cry. I made her cry, to be honest.
I mean, she seems kind of mean, but like I don't know, it's like the spell like really messed her up, and I just didn't want to get her in extra trouble. So I thought it was worth a shot, but it immediately failed.
So, quick question for the gang while we're walking down the hallway. Where can I go to get this treated? And he's just gonna point to the massive acid burn on his stomach.
Oh,
like,
shit.
no shade on you, Alice. That was sick, but I am in quite a lot of pain.
I can't believe this.
It's actually mildly significant.
Dan, I'm sorry.
Feels like I glue gunned myself in the chest, which I did when I was younger.
Alice, do you just like make those?
yeah, they're useful if you harvest them from the mushrooms and other things, and like they're very simple things that make alchemy. You can make them out of everything. Yeah, sorry, that was my fault.
Where are the doctors or medical people
Yeah, let's figure that out. And then, Alice, do you know where the infirmary is?
I think so. Yes, I do. Okay, and so I will lead you to that place.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna pat the acid wound as I walk by.
Ah, Jesus!
Hey,
Alice.
chill.
It's okay. We take it down.
Oh, bro! Oh,
You're very strong. You're very strong. I feel your strength through your acid wound.
Why are you touching my muscles?
Stop feeling my bro's
I'm a 10-year-old.
Don't feel his strength, whatever that means.
Oh.
Come on. We go.
So you guys, you lead them across to the infirmary. As you come in, there is a small, and I mean relatively, because she's a gnome, but she's small for a gnome even. Like fully grown, she might only be a little bit more taller than Borum. Gnome woman in robes. She come in and she's like, "What do you need there, Ice?"
I need a lot of help because my stomach hurts and I'm in pain. I got acid burns.
He has a boo-boo, and we need
You
help.
do?
Yeah.
Alright.
That's what the voice he has a boo-boo.
It'll heal in a couple of days. You'll be fine.
No, I need healing right now. Actually, could you actually just have a look at it? And as he says that and starts walking towards the door of whatever hospital room there is, he's gonna whisper to Dom. He's gonna say, "Try and find where the magic girl went and check in on her. I don't think she's okay." And he's gonna keep walking to the bro. You need to check this right now, or I'm going to sue this school. And he's just going to walk right into the infirmary.
We don't have
Perception
much money.
check
Knows
you
the place.
and poke super hard at your wound.
Oh, see?
I tried to prepare him for it. But...
I'm in pain. I'm in so much pain. You need to help me right now.
Yes, you'll be fine.
No, clearly I'm not.
It will heal fine in 2 days. Get out of here.
That's too long. I'm in tremendous amounts of pain.
While he's causing this distraction, I do want to like look around and try to see if we can find.
Go ahead.
Or see
Give
if
me
she's
a perception check.
Oh boy. I got a +1. 13.
So, tuning out with the show next to you as your brother argues with this gnome woman.
just like him in a wound. And he took mechanically took one damage.
Two.
Oh, I thought it was 1. Oh yeah,
9. It's like a third of my life force.
That's fair. Fair. Okay, so 13 perception.
All right. You hear from like a curtained off area. It was certainly impressive. You'd showed no magical talent before now, Natalia. Why had you never gone out for any of the magic classes? Well, I was more worried about just bringing home something useful, and my father didn't think that magic would be useful. He thought that bakery was key to making friends and getting whisker tokens. But am I in trouble, Headmaster? No, you're not. It's not your fault those bad kids dared you to do this. But we will forgive them this time since they did show us the talent that you have. But we would like you to stay instead of going home next month as we had planned and become an adventurer's apprentice. I think I'd like that. Well then, I will let you rest and we will talk more in the days to come. And you hear like the soft thud of paws hitting the floor from the bed.
Try to move away fast enough, but I'm huge, so it definitely makes noise.
And Mr. Wiggles comes through and is like, Mr. Seastrike.
Hello, Mr. Wiggles, sir.
Didn't I send you to your room?
In the scuffle, Damien got a bit of a wound.
And you are going to treat him.
No, that's why we came here, so we could have the nurse check it out.
Then why are you here?
Just a more
emotional support, and Jamie's just straight up bawling in the corner because he keeps poking.
And I just point over my shoulder to him, like crying, and I'm like, "That's why,
she keeps poking the wound. I didn't know this how medicine worked."
And we just kind of go everywhere together.
Mr. Seastrike, if you think that's a wound, you're going to learn a lot more in the next 6 years.
My goal is to not get stabbed a lot.
Between you and me, like. It was like barely a scratch, and like I know that, but like I'm trying to. I don't want to like.
Let me examine your wound, he says, and he also.
Wait, he just scooters past and just starts poking in it.
He's just gonna start rolling on the floor in pain. Why do you keep doing this? It's a 2nd-degree burn.
How about we just go get you a fucking ice pack?
That's why we came here.
You'll be fine in a couple of days.
That's not medical advice. This is child abuse. He's just rolling around on the floor.
I'm just like, they seem to know what they're doing, so.
My own flesh and blood has abandoned me.
I'm just like, and I see, like, they seem like super smart people, and they keep doing this thing, like, presumably to make him feel better. So I walk up, and then I also poke him once in the chest.
I want to.
Is it working?
I am Abel and you are Cain.
Who's that? Who
I
just
don't
got
know.
here?
As you
Heard
can
of
see,
a gun.
Dominic, the nerves are intact. You'll be fine in a few days.
So do I give him like? Do I do this like at home? Like, do I do this when we
I
get
will
back to the
actually
room?
stab you if you do that.
Oh, well, chill, bro. I
Mr.
thought
Wiggles
You are
thinks for a
stabbing me
moment.
with your finger.
I thought this is medicine, right?
I don't think so. It doesn't
But
feel like
before you
medicine.
can, the nurse is like, no, we're just taking a measure of the damage, and there's none. It's superficial. You'll be fine in a couple of days. Learn to suck it up, young man.
She called me superficial.
So he's gonna get up and slowly, I guess, not sneak, but like walk with his like back like turned and all sad, walking out.
Bro, I got you. Piggyback ride.
No, I don't want to.
Come on.
No, I
Just
look
like all time.
when I do that, I look stupid. I don't want to
Okay.
look more stupid. I already look stupid.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk out, just all sad.
I'm gonna lean into Verity and go like, so if I pokes him first, right, and everyone pokes him, I am the trendsetter, yeah?
That's not a bad idea.
There you go. I am the fashion icon.
Very much so.
Yeah.
You get back to your room with Verity. You drop off Damien and Dominic with Boris and make it like 3 steps before you go. You hear, well, that looks very bad.
Oh, God damn it! Boris, you piece of shit. That's it. I'm going to bed. He's gonna climb the bunk and he's not in bed. He's just skulking with his
Fully swaddled.
And as you get back to your room, Alice and Verity, you remember something. Boris disappeared in a flash of light.
Okay.
Should we go tell someone about that?
I think we got. Do we get the gem? Who picked up the gem?
No, didn't it disappear with him?
Oh shoot. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we should. Do we tell someone? I feel like we tell
I feel
someone.
like we should tell someone.
I feel like this is
Is
important.
this one of those things where they just don't fucking explain shit until it happens?
Yeah, that can happen here.
I'm going to get a lot of people mad at me.
Okay, maybe we are going to the headmaster. I feel like we have had enough of the Mr. Wiggles today.
Who else? We don't know anyone else who was supposed to answer to there. Is there no like overseer for the hall?
Are there any kind of
like who do you
dons beyond prefects?
your prefect? So like, is there someone you have to report to?
There is, but right now everyone's still out kind of in the process of escorting apprentices into the academy. All the journeymen are. So it's really Mr. Wiggles.
All right. I think the dons are very busy. We're going to get Mr. Wiggles. Do we bring the? No, we won't bring the others. They are acidy and sleepy.
They'll just keep
Boris.
crying and
I hate
arguing, and
everyone
I don't
here.
know if I want to deal with that again today.
I killed a chair and no one praised me for it.
Bro, I also killed a chair. It's not that
Yeah.
big of a deal.
It is a big deal. We're both cool, and everyone else here is not cool.
It's really
My
scary.
stomach.
They
It's
seem
not
like
something to
really
be proud
obsessed
of.
with being seen as cool, and I'm not sure what to think of that yet.
As they will soon realize that it is not super cool to be saying that they are cool. But it's very cool is taking some acid damage and not being so loud about it.
It's not like he died or anything.
That's what I am saying. It's a little splash. You get used to it. In the lab, you get used to it. Anyway, we are going to see Mr. Wiggles.
Yeah.
Knock einmal so los geht's. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
Waddle.
So as you guys get to Mr. Wiggles' office, he's sitting at his desk and like doing that like long-legged cleaning thing where like the fingers of his paws are out and it's all discomforting to watch. Miss Kratzkin, Miss Farlish, how can I help you?
Borum disappeared.
Yeah, that.
One of the pieces of furniture that came to life, it like dropped a weird looking gem out of it, and there was just kind of like a weird flash of light, and then and the bureau were gone.
Ah, that's where that went.
Are you kidding me?
We've been looking for that for the last 10 years.
Well, it looks like you're not going to find it again because it's currently with wherever the hell Borum is.
Well, no, it's probably back in the. Where'd you say it fell out of? A bureau?
It fell out of a bureau, and then there was a flash of light, and then the bureau and Borum disappeared.
Oh. Weird. Well, I guess once the bureau comes back, the Gem of Destiny will come back as well.
Gem of Destiny?
Has anyone else disappeared?
No.
Oh.
Should they have?
Well, I haven't been here long enough to know.
No, anybody else that was in the room with you. Where are the Sea Strike brothers?
They're in their room.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'd hope they had disappeared.
I didn't think you'd be enthused to see them again, so we didn't bring them.
A young person of unparalleled wisdom.
I don't think it takes a lot of wisdom to realize you're not the biggest fan of them.
It's not their fault. It's their mother. Though the younger one is a little much.
I take no responsibility for that.
Well, nor should you. You're 10 years old and it's your first day at the academy.
I'm
to your unspoken question, your roommate will return when he returns.
okay.
No sort of timeline. It's just whether or not it happens.
It should be in the next day or two.
Huh. Okay. Is this something we can be expecting for all of us? And where is he?
No one knows.
So that's not reassuring.
I can tell you that no one has ever come back dead.
Yeah.
We don't think at this point that it's a possibility. The scars can sometimes be a little much.
Okay. Sounds.
Perhaps when it is your turn, you'll remember. No one ever else has, but there is a first time for everything.
Okay. This is the problem with the magic. It's always the memory and the chaos, and it's not so.
I mean, I think it sounds interesting. I'm actually very intrigued by the idea of it. It's just, it's my first day here, and the fucking roommate disappeared.
He'll be back. No one has ever been gone for longer than 6 years.
6 years?
That was very uncommon, or very like a one-time thing. I mean, it barely ever happens. Most of the time, it's a few hours to a few days.
So, okay. Are there any other drawers that we should be avoiding so as to not be finding more gems or that sort of thing?
They said they didn't know where that one was for 10 years. So I don't think they're really keeping good track of the other ones.
Yeah, is there anything else that you don't know where it is?
Oh, many things.
Oh, quatch. Okay.
There's a long tradition in this school of upperclassmen breaking into the restricted area of the armory and taking an artifact or two for a spin.
I'll probably end up doing that at some point. So fair.
So.
Okay. We will be.
If any of your other friends from the room disappear, they'll be back someday. No one has ever fully disappeared, we think. We do sometimes lose record of people once they leave the academy, but in the academy, no one has ever disappeared and not come back. I think. Probably.
Oh, thank you for all your...
Yes. Okay.
It is what I'm
He
here
will be
for.
going out. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Headmaster Bagels.
Good evening, Miss Kratzen, Miss Filich,
Falish.
Filiche.
Oh. I've never met a cat that I did not like until now.
So, the next few days are a blur. First classes, Alice second year classes. Somewhere on the fourth day, Borum just reappears in the common room. With no recollection of what happened, but the tiniest of scars on his arm that looks like a bite mark that is fully healed.
We're just gonna get scars. Okay. Okay.
Over the next year, each of you at some point disappears. Sometimes it's only for a few minutes, and you come back with none the worse for wear. In fact, it's weird. Every time you come back feeling fully like recharged and rest, like you had just woken up from a nap. Even like none of you come back, but as you've done some research on the history of this in the archives, there's been times where people have come back with what looks like mortal, like scars from a mortal wound that came back feeling like better they did when they disappeared. Mechanically speaking, anytime that you do disappear because you've missed a session, you come back at full health.
Weird. And it happens. It's happened so often that we all it's just like not a big deal anymore.
Right.
Like after the first 3 or 4 times, we just stop questioning it.
I still don't like the fact that we just have time disappearing from us.
Wait, hold on. Oh.
Just like that.
Well, how?
He just got yoinked.
I'm back.
Did you have to come back though?
How was your nap?
I feel pretty good. It's definitely not because I needed to close the door.
Mr. Wiggs.
Yes, Mr. Seastrike.
Are we gonna get like excuses if we miss an exam because we blipped out of existence for 2 weeks?
Yeah, are there like policies in place for that sort of thing?
Well, of course. How else do we handle it when when a princess accidentally turns another to stone?
I don't know. It seems like you just kind of wing it around here.
I'm glad you have a policy for this. Thank you, Mr.
Wiggles.
When are the football whatever sport you named practices? Like when are the tryouts?
They are later that summer. Athletic young lads like you both make the underclassmen team.
No role necessary.
Like, it's it's football, it's soccer. There's no like contact though, really. So Dominic's size is not as much of an advantage, but you guys both do really well.
Definitely goalie.
Or you're a header machine.
Yeah.
You just, you don't even
Goalie
people
for
jump,
the
you just go.
wingspan.
Yeah, I was thinking goalie just because I can.
No point does it ever like fill that blitz goal need though.
We just gotta keep submitting the petition, and
Yeah,
we need to get more than 5 signatures this time.
All right. This is we're in the second year, right? Or start of second year?
No, you're still in the middle of the first.
Yeah,
Okay.
so like one day we're gonna do it. We're gonna get it through.
I don't know, man. It's just like it feels like Mr. Wiggs, he's just holding us down, and like, cause obviously, like Blitzkrieg was a thing when Mom and Dad were here, so like
Exactly.
Blitzkrieg should be a thing still. It feels like, you know what? I think Mr. W changed the entire sports curriculum because he didn't want us to flourish.
Yeah, this is personal.
I am so sick and tired of you guys talking about this blitz goal. It says one of your teammates, Tumrum.
Shut up, Tumrum.
You don't know shit, Dumb Run.
All right, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna
I'll
tell you
straight
what.
up tabletop you.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you right now. All right, listen to me good, okay? Are you listening? Can you hear me up there? He's a dwarf, by the way.
Yeah, bro. Of course. We're friends with
So-
Borum, okay? We have good ears.
Like, if we win the underclassmen ball, I'll try out this shit's goal.
It's blitz goal.
All right,
Bro.
but you keep at it, and you're not even gonna be the water boy.
You know what you're gonna be, bro? You know we're gonna Tom Run, bro. You know what he strikes me as?
What, Dame?
He strikes me as the table setter, bro. He's not even a water boy. He's a table setter.
Dude,
Get
if
my
you knew what
fucking
that
oven
was,
to 425,
If
dude.
you knew what that was, you would be devastated right now.
Dude, I bet he. Do you think he can even set an oven to 425, bro? I think he's like
Not
a
even-
350 max.
He doesn't
Okay,
even.
he doesn't have the lat spread.
He
okay,
probably
to be able
goes
to fucking-
salt to pan. He doesn't use the hand as a middle.
Nah, bro,
as the-
nah.
He just,
He's one of those.
He just
Yeah,
goes
yeah.
straight seasoning to pan like a monster.
Well, okay, table maker. Anyway, Dumb Run.
Anyway,
Yeah, okay. You know
I
what?
could
We're
punt
gonna
you
win.
across this field right now if I wanted to, but I'm not.
We're gonna win. Okay, and then
We
you're
We
gonna
got
have.
this. We got
You
actually.
guys have
You know what? I
done
like
well.
this razzing thing we got going on, and we need to keep this energy going to the underclassmen bowl.
So you
We're gonna
guys
win.
have done well, but suddenly with something to play for, you become like star football players.
We have eyes on the prize. we have.
And easily cruise not just to like the underclassmen bowl, but like are able to beat like the second and third year team before just getting stomped into the ground by the fourth year team. They're just so much bigger than you.
I think I'm concussed.
bro, look at me. Stay awake. Don't go to sleep. Don't go to sleep.
I saw the light,
No, you
I
can't
followed
go to
the light.
sleep with a concussion, bro. You can't.
but I'm so tired.
Stop. Slap you in the face.
Well, I guess I gotta learn to play this shit skull with you guys now.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
dude.
blitz goal, and it's the
Check it out.
rules are super simple.
But
But I
It's,
was reading like the rules in the school. They start or in the art library, and you start going through the rules, which are completely different than the rules your mom taught you. So
this is normal.
I'm of course the president, right? And so like you two would be the angels of the balls, right? Because you're so good at kicking.
Yeah, that's why I'm like mom. I was first kicker.
Yeah, dude.
So yeah, and then like the goal is to get 22 points by getting the ball into the dragon's mouth.
Yep.
No, that's
well,
only if you're
that was
playing
like
with-
that was from like 5 years ago, and then
Yeah.
they actually updated it since then. Now kicking into the dragon's mouth is actually
gives a point to the other team.
Yeah, it only gives you 1 point extra instead of winning the game outright. It's like a. It's
Well,
like
actually, they realized they thought it through, and they thought it was stupid to have a mechanic in a game where like you play the whole game and none of it matters because you automatically
because you
win
can just
if
like
you do this one thing.
Yeah.
It
And
was
then they
considered
tried a
ridiculous.
middle ground where it's like, well, you don't win, but it like ends the game,
like-
and you just
and
get
it's
like,
like
an
200
absurd amount of
points.
points, and it's like,
like-
but like come on, like they're just
That's
basically
ridiculous.
just like winning the game. So they
That's
got
like
rid of that. and
Plus,
then
like
they-
if you're losing, why by more than
Yeah.
200 points? Why would you try and
like
have it?
why wouldn't like everyone try to help
Get into the dragon's mouth?
help
It'd be
try
ridiculous.
to get help the person who's trying to kick it into the dragon's mouth. Like that should be the primary goal. If you have this one thing that could just win you the game at any point.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, I mean, I guess I could also be the butter churn, but
yeah, that works. That you actually seem that seems that checks
Yeah,
out.
I think like you could play like second butter churn.
Yeah.
I just like Joshua was like really big on people.
So like I feel like we're like talking about it and it's like gaining some traction, but then like the like infrastructure of the school and Mr. Wiggles are just like, God, they're still doing this. Like, please no. And then I'm like, I have an idea. And I
what's the
want to
idea?
go
What's the
meet
idea?
with Mr. Wiggles. And I have done math on a paper and I'm just going to in this meeting with a cat and I just am gonna slide a piece of paper over the desk that just says this is how much money annually Blitzgold brings into our hometown, and it's like, and I'm just like, huh?
It's a lot of money.
Mr. Sea Strike.
Like, we know that you think it's like a silly game or whatever, but like, it kind of sustains the entire economy of our town.
Mr. Sea Strike.
Look at all those zeros, Mr. Wiggles.
Right. You do realize that I know that we live in a post-apocalyptic civilization in which there's no travel between towns. So I would like to know how it brings in all this money, because it seems like it would just be circling around a pole.
But it's like, you get it. So it's like, like not a lot of, all of those sports events right now are like not, they're like attended by other students, but they're not well attended. Imagine if we could get all of like just people who live at the Citadel to just show up to games. Think about the ticket sales.
Bro, the
like
ticket sales,
all of
the
that,
Lizzie Gulpers. Like,
yes, exactly. All that money that I wrote down, like that's just from the people in our one village. Think about if you extrapolate that to the whole Citadel.
How much money do you have, Dominic?
I personally, not very much. The
but
teams
the
kind of
Citadel
like
people, they're loaded.
the federation
money-
back home, they kind of like hoard all of it. So like they
How
don't
much
really.
money do your classmates have that are going to be able to pay? We don't pay apprentices.
Well, I'm saying like the students could go
Citadel
for free.
people, bro.
The students could come for free, but for like the people who just like live at the Citadel, there's like it's the biggest settlement in the world. Like they
There's,
could
like,
come,
thousands of
we
people.
could build stands, and then it could just bring so much money into the academy. Here we are.
Yes, because I'm certain that all the people who live in the Citadel want to do nothing more than watch a bunch of
Hey,
kids.
People love
Mr.
entertainment.
Mr.
Ice
Dubs,
cream
I've got a
cone.
quick question for you. I think we're just not speaking the same language. Do you respond better to positive reinforcement or negative reinforcement? And he's gonna just look Mr. Wiggles in the eyes,
I'm gonna
very
look-
clearly making a threat.
I'm gonna look at Damien's side to see if he has like a squirt bottle or something.
He just makes hard eye contact with you, as a cat will do.
Which they hate it. They hate if you do it back.
He's gonna look right into his eyes and peer into his soul and say, "Positive or negative reinforcement, Mr. Wiggs?"
Yeah, let me do this better.
By the way, or unrelated, you have gorgeous eyes, Mr. Dubs.
Dude, don't be weird.
I
Look,
mean, he's got nice eyes. I'm gonna compliment them.
Look, Mr. Wiggles, I'm just saying that like people love entertainment, and like the sport clearly speaks for itself with how big of a draw it is.
And
I'm
you don't
just
want us
saying,
playing Blitz
like,
goal in
we
the
get-
hallway.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna do it. So like this is a win-win. We get to play the game we love, and then we get to like introduce a new form of entertainment to the people and draw it in, and then I don't know, just like bring more funding to the school. It seems like everybody wins. It seems like a no-brainer.
What I don't understand is why you're even talking to me about this.
Because you're in charge.
I am, but I'm not in charge of the athletics program.
Who's in charge of the athletics program?
I just figure you're in charge of that person.
You know?
Like, it's Coach Nevermax,
Never Mox.
who
Yeah, that guy's
happens to be your soccer coach for this whole year, who you've never once talked to about.
guy's kind of a knob.
I don't know, man. Like, are you at the top of the pyramid? I thought the Citadel was like a pyramid, and when you're at the bottom, you're like an apprentice, and then you're a journeyman, and then you're an expert journeyman, and as you kind of get, but you need to like pay gold to the person above you, and at the top, you know. But if you recruit more people,
No, it's not a pyramid scheme.
Look,
I don't know what a pyramid scheme is. I was just
Look,
describing how
all-
this organization is organized.
I thought, you
Multi-level
know,
marketing organization.
we want to play this game, and I just thought if I brought in this number, which is real, by the way, that we could, you know, accelerate this process of trying to make it a thing. But like, clearly, you're not interested
Okay,
in the
if
academy.
Nevermox
getting all
It's
this
says
very
money.
yes.
interesting, Dominic, that in your village you all hold around meaningless money to each other in an attempt to make it look like you have much money on this sport. In reality, all money is meaningless if it doesn't leave the village.
I don't know that's true.
That's not how the double coincidence of wants issue works, Mr. Dubs, but you clearly have never taken an economics class. But
No, I'm a control the forces of creation, not
Like
money.
sometimes adventurers come through. Like it's not like nobody ever leaves the village, you know.
Like I feel like you should have basic accounting knowledge, but like fair enough. If we get Nevermox's approval, are we good with Blitzgoal though?
Can we do it if we get a
get
yes
his approval.
from Coach In?
Yes.
Sweet.
Thanks, Mr. Dub.
Scoop.
Roll out, gang.
5 more years.
And so that is an overwhelming success.
Wonder if I could get away with casting polymorph on them and polymorphing them into sterile individuals. Would anyone notice? The last generation of the sea stars.
Gonna neuter us?
How the turntables, Catman.
So we're just like basically just taking a victory lap down the hallway on the way to the field house where we pitch this, and it overwhelmingly goes well.
So you guys want to do like a Blitzball game, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking love Blitzball.
Yeah,
Wait,
dude.
you're a Blitzgoal head,
Dude,
bro?
Why don't you tell me
exactly.
about this?
Dude, are you a Trent Thunderthighs guy?
Holy shit.
Dude, Trent Thunderthighs is my
Why don't
hero.
Let's run the Sea Strikes, boys.
Yes, we're
Dude,
trying
we're
to
like
bring
the
it back.
biggest
We're
Blitzgoal.
trying to bring it back to the academy.
Dude, wait.
She
So
was like the fucking best, like 3/4 center backfield up top.
first
I'm
kicker,
proud
yeah,
of it.
So
exactly.
like when we came here and we found out it wasn't really a thing anymore, we were like so bummed out. But we just
I
pitched
was
it.
too.
We just pitched it to Mr. Wiggles, and he was like totally into it, man. He said,
He's like,
yes.
he said, and I quote, "The
Hold
Sea
on,
Strike
hold
brothers
on,
are the
hold on
best
a minute.
students at the school."
You guys are what, like 11, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, and Glenda left here like 16, 17 years ago. Okay, so good. Yeah, good. No way. Okay. No.
I don't get it.
Bro.
Oh, nothing. No.
Cool.
Has your mom ever talked about me?
No, I
Well,
never heard
she
about
said
you
something.
before.
She said, Nevermox? No, I don't think she ever. She used to always tell us stories about this fucking loser. She like briefly dated at the academy.
Yeah, I remember that guy.
Like, apparently, like he was just like really like not bright, and he was really bad at Blitzgoal. Was like the thing that she remembered, but like she dated him because she like felt bad. And I also remember, I don't know, she kept saying things about him like he was very selfish, but I never got the context of what that meant.
Yeah,
But yeah.
I do remember that. I do remember her talking about that, but like I don't know. She never said what.
What selfish? I guess just a selfish guy in general.
She never
It's
mentioned
like
the
the
name
vibe I
though,
got.
so like who knows? But no, she.
But no, never Mox, bro.
Never mentioned you before, but like
Never.
that's cool that you know her. We haven't really met anybody who like knows them besides.
Oh, she would always talk about this guy. Never many bitches, but I think that was a nickname or something. I don't know.
I don't know if she said that one to me.
I heard. Well, she was talking to Dad about it, and I heard.
Or did you like overhear it?
Well, they would always make fun of him, right? It was like a whole thing.
Huh. I must have been busy.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny though.
Right. Anyway, but like Blitzgoal, let's go.
Yeah, we could start. We will make it the most popular thing in the entire academy. What do you say, Coach In?
Never bitches.
Sorry.
Well, no,
yeah, it's
never
pretty
many
funny.
bitches.
Yeah, it's a pretty funny
Yeah,
joke,
but-
right?
I guess. Yeah. No. Let's.
Our mom's pretty hilarious, actually.
Yeah, she was really funny.
Our dad's even,
He's really fun and cool and smart.
the coolest guy. And mom always said that like dad was always having to like, people were always just like chasing him because he was like the superstar, and he couldn't beat him off,
Yeah.
He was
And
just
she
like,
always had a huge crush on him.
yeah,
the entire
going out
time.
on
Actually,
dates like 3 times a week, and then all of a sudden, and then they met, and then
but she had like a crush on him the entire time. At no point did she ever have any genuine feelings for anyone else that she dated. It was
it was
she was very clear about that.
she made it very clear it was just him.
Like
And
he
there was this
her
other guy,
everything.
but it was like it was like a first year thing, and it was like he wasn't an athlete at all. It was just like kind of some guy, but like it was a crush.
He was really into sports, but he wasn't very good at the sports. You know those guys?
Yeah,
Not
But
like
anyway,
us,
No,
we slay the field.
rip.
Yeah, let's get a blitzball team going, boys.
Yes.
Yeah, woo! Blitz, goal, blitz, goal, blitz, goal, blitz, goal.
Let's blitz.
You guys can use the field on every 12 day.
Dude, nice. We'll handle the recruiting. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, no, it's approved.
We'll make sure to ask our mom about you next time we're home.
Yeah,
So,
next time we'll make sure to bring you up, and we'll put in a good word.
Yeah, we'll talk about how you let us play blitz goal.
Yeah.
What?
Huh?
Sorry, what did you say?
Sorry, what? You didn't catch that?
Oh, I said good luck getting the team together.
Oh yeah, bro. We'll get the team together, man.
Cool.
Hey, how is your wife and your 3 children doing, by the way?
We're good.
Cool, I'm glad.
Cool, great to hear. Tell them we said hi.
Yeah, and he does perk up for a minute and starts talking about them, and you probably don't get it now, but someday in the future you'll realize that all his kids' names translate in different languages to things like good enough or second best or could have been.
Rip those kids.
Look, Mike, make a joke about fucking my fictional mom, and I'm gonna destroy you.
Yeah, we're gonna immediately turn it around. Gonna give you a emotional swirly.
Verity taught me how to do that. Oh.
Okay.
So Verity, towards the end of your first year, is approached by this obvious 7th year, maybe even a super senior version of an academy apprentice, and she's like, "Hey, you're Verity, right?
Yeah.
Can we talk?"
Sure. What about?
Well, let's not do that here.
Okay.
And she calls you.
What can I call you?
You can call me Lily. Yeah, just call me Lily.
All right. What can I do for you, Lils?
That's easier. So, and she pulls you into kind of just a side hallway, where no one can see. And she's like, "We've never met, but I've kind of ruled this school for the last 8 years, and I'm gonna graduate this year.
Yeah.
So I wanted you to have this." She hands you this small black book.
She takes it and starts flipping through it gently.
And it's notes in different handwriting of secret entrances in and out of the school or between floors, and schedules and passwords, and it's when one queen bee leaves the hive, another must take her place.
I understand entirely.
Using good help.
I was working on finding this stuff myself. You've just made my life a whole lot easier.
Of course. And when the time comes, make sure you pass it along. You can't leave the school.
I'll find a good one.
There's got to be someone's got to keep order around here. And sure as shit ain't that little cat.
I have many a bone to pick with him already. But rest assured, you've left this in good hands.
I hope so.
Maybe you'll hear a thing or two, maybe you won't. But you'll know if it stays
If
where
you're doing it right, I won't hear a thing. You know how it goes.
You're right.
Then she says, you probably don't need it now, but when the time comes, in a chest in the 5th storage room on the 17th floor, you'll know what to do with it when you find it.
Should I wait to go looking for it? Or is it the sort of thing, don't use it till you need it?
Don't use it till you need it, but she sees where you haven't actually started tattooing yourself yet, but you've been drawing on yourself. She's she kind of nods at that.
I'll find you after I graduate myself, and I'd like to have a conversation then.
And then she stops for a minute and she's like, oh shit, it's a journeyman. When your eyes look over, you don't see anything. When you look back, she's gone. Like she never existed.
I think Verity flips the book over in her hand and then just tucks it into one of the deeper pockets in her jacket, one of the inner ones that people can't really reach into.
All right. And then a couple months later, right at the end of the first year, or Alice's second year, Thalia knocks on the door to your room, Alice, as you're getting ready to move into a 3rd-year room. No longer a prefect, you'll just be sharing a room with another 3rd year now. Hi, Aladosha. Can we talk for a minute?
Yeah, das ist okay. Yeah, come in.
Thanks. So she kind of comes in and she sits down on Gorham's bed on the bottom bunk. She's real uncomfortable, and she's like, look, I just want to say I'm sorry.
Okay. For the things that happened many months ago, or for the years beyond that, or what?
For all of it.
Well, that's a lot.
I've been doing a lot of thinking since, And you've seen her around school a couple of times, but she's a year and a half ahead of you. And so she's in real adventuring classes now, and they're pushing her hard to make up for lost time. And she's yeah, why do you think they do it?
Do what?
A fucking game.
I think there's not a lot to do when you are very safe, and I don't know. It's people. It's all very silly. This is what my motto used to always say. It's all very silly. And I'm not certain that I fully understand it, but I think it's something that they are very safe and not enough aware of other things. We don't even have money there, and then we come here and everything is with the money, and we have to deal with the money. But it's only there. It's with just if you have the most whiskers and this and that, then you get all the things you need. But now you have the money, and so it's a whole new world, and they are very they don't understand everything, the whole world.
It seemed like the most important thing in the world to me until I almost died, or I almost killed someone, I don't want to go back. In fact, more and more I'm thinking I'm not going back.
I mean, I think it's not such a bad thing if you are not going back. And I'm not saying that in any sort of, Kratskin versus Graufeschka, the nonsense that goes on here. I am just saying that this is, this is something to think about, because I don't know. It's your family, but also it is very silly. It's very silly. I don't know what the word is. It's very silly.
I just feel like it's hard to even say it. I think we're so we're programmed, I guess, but love shouldn't come as payment for service.
Yeah, I know I'm knowing what you mean, but yeah, is this very? I mean, I love I like I love my mother, I like my family, and I'm not so. It's hard to say what is the best things to be doing here, but I'm understanding that you are not happy with the games, and I can understand the science in this.
I figured if anyone would understand, you would. I was really bad to you, and I thought I was just playing the game, but
I have met the new class this year, with especially with Verity, and I am not certain that I am knowing all the rules to all the games that are played in the world today. So it seems that there are many games and there are many rules and there are many sort of dialects of rules, if such a thing is a thing. I'm not certain it's a thing.
I just wanted to say, I'm sorry, and I mean, I don't know if it's even possible, but there's not many of us rat folk here. If you ever want a friend,
I will sniff you out.
Yeah. All right. Well, I gotta go. I got a date with Justin Whisker.
Oh.
You know essentially who she's talking about, because in a world of rat folk, he is makes everyone else look like mice folk. He is the Chad of rat folk.
I see. Well, that sounds really great, Centralia. I hope if you are feeling a little adventurous, then I hope you only let him just in.
The idea of a rat named Justin is so funny.
Just rat.
What up? I'm Justin.
It's an Easter egg.
Yeah.
Is it a reference to the Rats of Nim?
Of course, it's a reference to the Rats of Nim.
I love that book.
I grew up in the 80s. I watched that movie more time than you guys have eaten breakfast. All right. So it flips around to the summer, or I'm sorry, to the end of your third year. So like that late fall time frame. It's not third year, excuse me, first year. You guys all get a couple days at home. And then it's back to school.
Oh, we have totally spoken to our mom about our coach.
About the coach guy, yeah.
Never walk.
We just brought him up like, hey, yeah, Never Mocks. You ever heard of him? He knows you.
Oh, man.
What's
Don't
wrong?
fuck with me, Mike. This is a lesson.
What's wrong?
What's
I don't know. He's pretty nice to us.
He's a little weird,
A
but
little weird, but like he talks about you like a lot, actually.
You guys
brings-
are a little young to understand this, but all right, sit down. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. This is going to be important to you as you go. All right?
Dad, why are you laughing?
Sometimes you're going to, as you get older and start dating, date someone that's going to like you a lot more than you like them.
That'll never happen.
I
to
guarantee
us.
that's literally everyone I ever date. Like,
And-
come on.
When that happens, it's very important that you are kind to them.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Because it's
I'm
not
always nice.
a comfortable position for them to be in. And it can be very hard to love someone who doesn't love you back.
Yeah. I mean, like, I have no frame of reference for this yet, but that checks out.
Right.
I don't know. Like, I feel like you can just like move on. You know, find like cooler people or whatever. But
Wait till it happens to you.
And that can be the best thing that happens is that you find somebody else that you like more. And, you know, I always hoped he would. But
What?
nothing.
Oh,
Sorry.
no worry, Mom. We miss you a lot though when we're at the academy. You too, Dad. But like we're making you proud. We brought back Blitzgoal.
It's true.
So that's cool.
You're crushing it.
We like are kind of like captain and assistant captain.
Yeah.
So we're actually a pretty big deal.
It's also nice to be back. I don't think we'll get to do it that much, but like, I don't know. It's been a long time since we've seen the sea.
Yeah.
And, like, it's nice to, Dame gets some of your mac and cheese again.
Yeah.
He's been really missing it.
They don't have mac and cheese, Mom. Mom, they don't have mac and cheese.
Yeah, it was like a big deal in the first year. He made it like a problem.
I had so my friend, we were fighting chairs, and she accidentally splashed me with acid, and I wanted mac and cheese to make myself feel better.
This was like 2 years ago, by the way. This was like 2 years ago. He's still not over it. Or a year. Yeah, he's still not over it.
You got splashed with acid?
Yeah.
Do you have a scar?
Yeah, right here, look.
No, he doesn't.
Pokes it.
Mom!
Nerves are intact. That's good at least.
Mom! You're supposed to love and cherish me.
I do love and cherish you, Damie.
Oh. Anyway.
You're my little baby. And she like kind of like tries to hug you, and like your mom, like you can remember, or she's still an adventurer, like even though she hasn't done anything in a year, and like tries to pick you up like a little, like to cradle you like a little baby. But you're always gonna be my little baby,
Damien loves this. Damien is a huge mama's boy.
I'm
your little baby.
I'm super jealous because they haven't been able to do that since I was like 8.
5.
Now they say that
Too big.
at some point your parents are going to picked you up, and they never picked you up again.
Yeah. That day has yet to come for Damien.
Yeah,
No,
that ended for me when I was like 7.
Okay. We'll keep writing. Everything's cool with y'all here, though, right?
Yeah, and I don't know why you're talking like you guys are leaving. You're gonna be here for another couple days.
Well,
I mean, we're leaving
not
soon.
that long, We just like probably be like another year before we come back.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like it's the first day you've been back. You've only been back for like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, but like we're pretty up to the conversation.
The mac and cheese is still cooking.
Time gets weird. People are blipping out,
And as you say that, you blip out.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. We don't know what it is. I thought it was an STD or something. I don't know what those are, but they're apparently really dangerous. But I looked it up, and apparently it's not.
Oh. How long is he going to be gone for?
An indeterminate amount of time. Generally, it's like, oh, he's back.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Did you have fun in your extra dimensional space?
I don't know. I don't ever remember any of it, but I am hungry
Well,
and I
you
feel
only got
rested.
for like a minute. Like the mac and
Oh.
cheese isn't any more baked than it was before.
Well, that's good. Yeah, there's no way to know how long you're gone. Anyway, we just kind of wanted, I don't know, we just thought it would be, we wanted to ask you about Coach, but like other than that, we're just going to like chill for a few days.
All right.
Unless you have anything to tell us.
No.
Cool.
Anything interesting happened with Alice or Verity on their spring break or their summer break before next year begins?
Give me an intermission to think about it.
Yes,
Verity
I
is
think it's. I was just going to call for intermission when we got done with this. So
Verity probably pestered her father to let them do stuff in the shop, like actually give people tattoos. You gotta let me try. You gotta let me try it. Come on. I've been practicing the art, and I can do it now.
So you show him like one of the places where you've driven out and drawn on yourself. And he's like, okay. We'll let anybody who lets you do the tattoo have it for free.
All right.
And so you do. And as you leave to come back to the Citadel, you realize it's time to hit the 17th floor.
School.
All right. So let's do that. Let's go ahead. We'll hit an intermission. We'll be back in 15 minutes and continue on our way through school, confusing anybody who thought that this was going to be all just taking place in the academy.
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
That, like,
Hold on.
That's my character.
And we're back. All right. And we're back.
Hello.
All right. And we're back. Off to Alice's village. All right. And we're back.
Yay, so I'm probably going to want to. May I assume my
And we're back.
Yay, my uncle is busy putting up new windows on the house. May I assume my
And we're
I
back.
think the most important.
Well, 1 second.
Yay, my uncle.
All right. I hope that was just me. That was like getting completely like layer upon layer of echo.
Yeah, I think it was just.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. Well then, we're back.
Okay. So Alice, visiting her home for a brief period, is probably going to want to spend a bit of time with her mother, because I assume my uncle's putting up more windows on the house, and my father's busy setting up, other things and all that kind of stuff. So.
All right. I'm going to do my best Kratzkin accent.
Good. It's slightly German.
Right. The one accent I definitely can't do. So, hello, dear.
Hi,
How is the
Moti.
academy?
It's good. I'm learning lots about. I'm really getting into the study of mushrooms and fungi.
Oh, are you going to learn to make food from them?
Yeah, I can make food from them, but also they have very interesting properties for medicine and for psychology and for mental health and all these different things.
Oh, so good, so good, so proud of you.
So thank you. It's I'm. It's very nice. I don't know how. I mean, I don't know how good they will be for the Whisker game, but I am very excited about other things. That there's so many cool things that they can do, and I think that is it's very important to learning about them.
I think medicine would be very cool for Whisper game.
So there's medicine that we can be working on.
Hmm.
Okay. Moti? Are you okay?
Don't get old, little one. I get forgetful sometimes.
But you are very. I mean, you are very young compared to some of the other people. Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, just forgot what we were talking about for a moment.
You are talking about um, mushrooms and the academy and how I'm learning about the mushrooms.
Oh, yeah, I remember now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And how is everything here?
It's
Is it
good.
okay? It's good.
It's good.
Have you been going to a lot of the parties and stuff? Yeah. To the family?
Not as much as I used to.
Okay.
It's your uncles. They annoy me sometimes.
Yeah, I know. It is very silly with all the windows and like they are so obsessed with the building of the house. And I know my sister is really into the parties, and I sometimes they are very fun, but I it seems like such a lot of work sometimes.
Always the work.
Yeah. Okay.
So always the work, always the Visker games.
Yeah, I know it is very silly. Yeah, that's your word. That was silly.
Yeah, I worked so hard. Your father cares so much. And I
Yeah,
don't want to disappoint him.
yeah.
Have you heard about that Grafschakas girl?
So Zintalia?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, I think that's her name.
Yeah.
Oh, her papa was so angry. When she
Oh,
didn't come home when she decided to stay at the academy.
yeah. So she was also having the doubts about the Whisker game and what it all means and that sort of thing.
You're not having those doubts, are you?
I mean, it's not anything that you have not said is silly. Remember how you said it was silly?
Did I?
Yeah.
I mean, I've always thought they were very silly, but I didn't think I'd ever told you.
Yeah. Muti, it is. It is very. You should take a nap now. I to go help Grezum with the windows. I think before I head back to the academy.
Okay, dearie. Saw is not as sharp as it used to be.
It's no. It's you are very sharp, and we will sing our songs after you have the nap. I think.
Okay.
Okay. Bye,
She
Muti.
pulls you in and gives you like a hug and kisses your forehead.
I'm just gonna
I'm
use
very
my.
proud of you, daughter.
Thank you, Muti.
We'll go help your uncle. I will take a nap.
Okay.
And I feel better after I rest just a little bit.
That is very good. Okay, but I shall see you soon, Mati. I'll just kind of slink off.
Your dad, Fester, catches you as you come out. Did you meet with your mother?
yeah. Moti is doing. She's very tired. I'm thinking. Is
She's very tired very often now.
she okay? Is Moti okay?
She is. She is forgetting things.
I realize this is this a temporary thing that she hit her head or what is?
I don't think so. Your Moti's grandmother forgot things too. And before she was barely my age, forgot so much she was almost a child. I feel that may have hit your mother as well.
So is there a way that we can sort of get a doctor, or could a doctor do something for this? Or?
I had the Yagarat boy look at her. He's the closest thing we have to a healer. He had nothing for her.
I see.
Maybe Yumuti's father was as sharp as an axe till the day he died. Maybe this is just a temporary thing. I'm very worried about what this means for our standing in the town.
I mean, it is. I mean, surely you are thinking it is more important that Moti get better than that. What the others are thinking about Moti being sick. Like it's Moti.
Well, of course, your Moti needs to help us get Whisker Games.
Yeah. Okay. But also, it is important that she is feeling better and able to do the things like. Yeah, maybe she is not as lively at the parties, but she is. Like, we have to maybe it is not so important with the Whisker Games, and maybe it's more important to help Sambuti and make sure that everyone can work together to help Sambuti.
He smiles at you, and in the 3 years now that you've been at the academy, like, you've grown more than your dad realizes. And you can see in his eyes that he loves you. But there's a fair amount of condescension in when he speaks again. You are young. Someday you will understand. But I love your mother. And I pray every day to any God that may be left to hear me that she gets better. Not just because of the Winter Games, but because she has been my partner now for many years. And she's given me 3, 4 beautiful children who have done me proud in the Whisker Games. But, Little Flower, it is not just our part of the family that matters. We have to do the whole clan, not just us. The Kraskins have been much bigger in the past, and now we are very small in village. So, and I am the oldest brother, so your uncle relies on us to lead the way, and I need you. You are so smart. I need you to ensure that you're not wasting any time at that academy, and that you come home and help us take our place at the top of the village. You understand me, daughter?
I understand, Fatih.
I love you.
I love you too.
Why don't you go help your uncle with the windows?
Okay. I will go help. Okay.
And you pass the rest of the visit, and you can't escape that. Your mom, who you left, and, if anything was the brains of the family, is not who she was when you left. And more you just see that, like, little things. It's never quite like as obvious as like she forgets your name. But
Right.
more than once you have to explain what your studies are at the academy.
Right.
And
Okay.
it's tough to watch your parent go downhill, especially at 13, which for a rat folk is probably a little bit longer than like one of us at 13, but she's not an adult, and she's got a lot of adult responsibilities upon her all of a sudden.
Okay. Woo. Okay.
All right. Anything else before we go to the next year? All right. Verity, you return to school immediately. You know where you're going.
Yes.
Mac, do me a favor and refresh, because I don't have your camera in OBS.
Do you have her audio mic?
I'm not sure if I think I'm getting her audio through OBS. I'd reopen Twitch, but I just lost Marshall too.
Mike, do you have them now?
I got Marshall back. Let's see if I can get Mac back.
Do you have Mac?
I have Mac back. Let's all have a snack. Let's see if I can keep that alliteration going.
Mac.
Yeah. Because he called me Mac, like the truck.
All right, Verity, 17th floor.
5th storage room. I'm making my way. I am a person on a mission.
You get there, you open the chest. It's right where Lily told you it would be. Maybe it's a little dusty from sitting for a year, but inside is the tiniest wand. It's like maybe this big, right? And at the end is a tattoo needle.
A prop for everything.
Oh, yes. This is going to be great. And Verity is just kind of like turning it over gently in her hand. And we'll get a careful grip on it. Kneel down, put her arm across the chest, and just start with a line.
As like you start the line, like you feel some feedback from the wand, and it's almost like a color wheel in your head.
Oh. They start with a simple black.
As night.
And their first tattoo that they're giving themselves is going to be an outline of the bones in their right hand, but a constellation.
Awesome. And
with stars along joints.
Give me a profession tattooist.
Would craft tattoo work?
Yes, I'm sorry, what?
Okay. Should I use young or regular?
Young.
Okay. 25.
It is perfect. In fact, it is beyond perfect. Like, you had this idea in your head, and it's nothing that the tattoo one did. You did this just for your first one. Maybe it's beginner's luck. Maybe you just knocked it out of the park. But it is everything that you wanted it to be. Within 2 weeks, across the academy, people are walking around with tattoos. You are walking through the halls one day, and you see like perched atop a statue looking around Mr. Wiggles. It's like, God damn it, it's back. Never find the damn thing.
You're just walking through the hall, satisfied with herself, just thinking about her next class and her next customer.
I definitely want to have gotten a trident, like on the inner forearm.
Oh, Verity would have offered it to all you guys first.
Yeah, just like that. I definitely want that's on there.
And what you find is that, like, again, the wand doesn't make you better at tattoos, but it is the most convenient, like, tattoo gun that you could imagine. Like, you can change colors mid-line.
My dad is going to be so jealous of me. He's never had gear this good.
And then you remember that you have to leave that behind, too.
I'm going to fucking figure out how to make one of these. This is too good. Like, I got to either buy one or make it. It's cool. It's beautiful.
Thesis project.
You know, you go through your second year, go through your third year. You guys have grown into your place. You've gone home, or you've gone in many ways, the academy has become more home than home. You know, when you go back for a year, you realize how small those villages that you came from are. Dominic has become just a monster of a man. At 13, he's already like 6'10", and you know he's got a couple inches left. The other thing about Dom is that he doesn't seem like he spends any more time outside than the rest of you, but god damn is that man tan. And his hair like is just getting super sun bleached.
No, I actually just don't. I'm one of those people that just doesn't burn. I just tan instantly.
Like for the first time in their lives, the sea strikes kind of look different.
Bro, do you think I'm gonna stop?
What?
I just keep every year. I just keep getting taller, and like I don't know. It feels like it's getting to be a problem.
Maybe you're cursed or something.
Maybe. And also, like I don't know. Like you're blonde, but I'm like blonde. Like I don't know.
Yeah, honestly,
I'm a
I
dad's
prefer you
hair
with
is like
darker
full.
hair, but
Yeah,
like I
what?
respect it.
Come on, bro. I can't help it. I mean, I guess I could.
You could dye your hair or something.
But I tried. There was
Ooh,
that
like
one time I
orange?
tried to get Verity to dye it, and it like didn't work. Like it worked, and then like the next day it was gone. It was just gold again.
I don't know, man. Maybe you just don't have the determination that you need
Maybe.
to like keep the hair.
I mean, I
down.
kind of like it. I mean, like I know you're trying to like razz me right now, but like I kind of like
Bro,
it.
what? You're crazy.
I don't know. I mean, people
Just like normally, like I was the blonde one, but like,
like people have been
like it's
looking.
cool that you're stealing my look,
Bro,
but
you're
like
jealous. You're just jealous.
I'm not jealous.
You're jealous.
No, I'm not jealous. You're just like it's just like I came up with it, and like you're doing it too.
You
So if
didn't
anything, it's a
come
compliment.
up with
It's a
being
compliment.
blonde.
It's a
What does
compliment,
that mean?
bro. It's a compliment. Like chill. Like, bro, I know you're jealous. It's cool. Don't worry about it. You can steal my style. Like that's fine.
You couldn't make a Punnett square if your life depended on it.
Dude, I don't know who Punnett is, bro.
Don't
Is
even
she
worry
cute
about
though?
it. Pay attention in class.
Is Punnett cute though?
At the end of your third year, Alice, you're pulled aside, as all the other third years are, and sent to Mr. Wiggles' office. You know what's coming. You assume you know what the answer is going to be, or what the conversation is going to be, but you know why you're being there. It's not a surprise. It's the end of your third year. It's time to determine if you're going to move on to become an adventurer or be sent back home.
Right.
You think that you're going to be taken. You've been, studying alchemy now for the last year. Miss Gratzkin, please come in, have a seat.
Hello, Grutzi.
I have asked you to come here today so that we can discuss your future. You have done well in your first 3 years here at the academy. I'm very pleased with the progression, even though you seem to have fallen in with a bad element. If I had realized that putting you with Miss Farliche would have led to you becoming part of her coterie, I may have placed her with someone else. But nonetheless, your grades have not fallen. You are still being an impressive student, and I would like to invite you to remain with us and continue on into your adventurer training and eventual guild membership.
So that sounds like something that I would be interested in doing, and I think it's important that I keep training in order to do the very best that I can do for the people who I have to do good for.
Very well, then. I will let you back to your studies. Thank you for your continued diligence, and if you could rein in Miss Verlice, I would appreciate it.
Sorry, could you say the last name one more time?
Felice?
So thank you, Mr. Hair Wiggles.
Goodbye, Alice.
Goodbye,
Okay.
Harry Wiggles.
The summer there turns, and you go into your third year. In your third year, or fourth in Alice's case, amongst the other things you begin is weapons training. Damien, on your first day of weapons training, they've separated you and Dominic, partially because nobody wants to put a 13-year-old against a full-grown man. Or an armed
I would fucking take him, bro. Though, like,
everyone's afraid to spar me.
I will literally take him. He ain't shit.
So, Professor, or the journeyman that is teaching the class, like, invites you in and everything, and he kind of talks about how, like, we're going to train with real weapons. You're going to spar with, like, training covers on them and everything. And that the weapon that you choose today may not be the weapon that you stick with. But for the moment, and he points at a weapons locker, he invites each of you to take a weapon that you find most interesting, but also warns you, like, Borum's in there, and he's like, Miro, stay away from that great sword. It's bigger than you are.
Bro, I don't know, man. Borum, he's a natural. I have full faith he'd be able to, like, cleave anything with the sword.
I mean, it's an all
if he
right
could pick
sword,
it
I
up.
guess.
You get, because you're busy talking to some girl to the locker last, and there's only one weapon left.
Wait, I was gonna take. Anyway, catch you later. Dude, she's so into me. Anyway,
It's a pole arm, but, like, even, like, any pole arm's going to seem giant to you at 13. But this one seems small.
this is a metaphor for something. He's gonna grab though.
It feels good in your hands.
I could make this work.
Metaphor like that.
God.
It feels good in your hands, and as the days pass, over and over again, you just keep coming back to the same Allison.
All right, let's keep it moving.
It wasn't that funny.
Almost as though it's calling to you.
Bro, I'm getting, like, a vibe from this.
What?
Like, this polearm is vibing hard, bro.
The pole is
It's
hard.
vibing, bro. It's just like, when, like, I was gonna say read a good book, but I don't read those.
For sure.
When, like, you hear music and it's just like, like, vibes with you. Vibing, bro. Like, it just vibes.
Yeah, I know, but, like, what do you mean? You feel that with the spear thingy?
I feel like if this spear thingy was like a person, I would probably marry them. Remember when Mom was talking about, like, when you love something and you don't know if it loves you back? I feel like I have this relationship with this spear thing.
Like a love at first sight sort of thing.
Yeah, but, like, vibe wise,
But, like, with the spear, just to be sure, the spear.
Well, it's
thingy.
not really a spear. It's like a
like
thing.
I don't know what to call that.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't
bro,
even
bet
know
you
where that
can't.
came from. Like, it's been in the back of that cabinet for years.
Bro, bet you can't trip me. Bro, check it out. Take a swing. I dare you.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna fucking swing at you, bro.
I'm gonna jump over it.
All right,
Swing.
I'm gonna swing. All right, I think it's CMD +2.
Oh, are we? We're actually.
CMD
Are we actually?
What's your CMD?
16.
Okay, I think it's my CMB plus 2
Yep.
because I have deft maneuvers.
Times or plus your
Yes.
roll 20 or d20 roll.
Plus 2. Yes. All right.
So
Roll a nat one.
So I see, you know, him trying to get used to this like really unique and weird weapon, and I, you know, want to like build confidence so he doesn't abandon it because he said he loves it so much, and I'm like, oh no! Like purposely, I like the second it like barely taps my ankle, I'm just like, oh shit,
Bro,
like,
this is like magic. It like
The
dropped
form
you
is
hard,
there.
bro.
I'm
The speed
huge,
is
and you
not.
knocked me over like it was nothing.
Yo, I guess I win the sparring round. Hey, coach, do I
You
get
got
points?
me. Dude, you're you and that weapon, you're like meant for each other.
You think so?
I think so. That's
I
the
don't know,
one.
man.
That's the one.
That's the one, bro.
The
I
one.
don't know.
So,
I don't know. I guess I'll go like do some research later and try and figure out what this is.
Oh,
But
God,
For sure, for sure.
to look something
maybe I should
up.
read a book.
Okay, so
I'll
How
ask
have you
Alice to
gotten
help.
through the first few years here?
Oh, vibing, bro.
during this whole time, as Damien falls in love with his new weapon, Verity purposely, or doesn't purposely, but like tries out half the school and has yet to find any sort of love. As she dates anyone that shows any interest.
Dude,
Not that
Verity
they
is like
show
cleaning
interest,
up.
except they come up and they ask me, and it's just like, well, I could say no, and generally I don't say no unless, you know, I already know them to be a shitbag, because I mean, and it's not like it actually anything actually happens.
Dude, who is Verity talking to right now?
Bro, I don't know, man.
Everyone.
Probably
Bro,
Alice.
no,
Or,
bro.
look, all of you sitting at lunch.
Bro,
Duke sitting over there still looking at you guys like, I asked them to just not sit there.
every day it's like, all right, here's another one.
Yeah.
So,
We cl-
what's their name again?
They didn't tell me.
Did they not tell you, or do you not remember?
No. I keep track of so much in my brain. I make sure to know people's names. I don't know who this is. They did not tell me the name. I wouldn't lie about people not telling me their name.
You didn't ask. It's kind of like,
Well, like they came up to me like they already knew me, because generally people already know me, and there's just so many people.
bro, like you gotta like check these things out.
I do. They just didn't tell me, and no one calls them by their name. They just, like you do. They just say, "Hey, bro, hey, dude," and it's just.
This is not a me thing. This is a you thing. You should just ask. Like it's fine. I did that once. I didn't
Yeah,
remember
but
someone's name and I
like,
asked, and then they
it's
punched me in
been
the face. But
it's been like a week, and it's not gonna go anywhere anyway.
Yo,
So it's just like.
the trick I used to do, I'd go up and be like, "Yo, I forgot what your like full name was," and then maybe they'll say the full name, because like you don't remember like family names. Like, oh my god, you know.
But what if he goes by a nickname?
Yeah,
Well,
this is not a good tactic.
I just think I'm gonna say like you're boring. I'm done.
It was
I'm done with you.
Andros. You hear from behind you.
Oh,
Yo,
yeah,
wait,
have a good
Andros
day.
from the Blitz goal team, bro. How you doing?
Hey, Damien!
Woo!
Like-
Anyway, I don't think I can talk to you anymore.
Oh no, you can talk to him. It's just like I'm done with him. So. It's
Oh yeah,
whatever.
but is he done with you? Because like,
Well, I mean, that's
She
a
didn't
him
even remember
problem.
my name, bro.
You never told me.
I told you my name.
No, you did not. Fucking
I feel like we haven't gotten
Andros,
to
like
eat
that's
lunch
like
without
that's like
something going down.
that's not a
in-
real name. That's like
3 years.
the fucking
This is how lunch is
Are you
here.
lesbian
saying my
poet.
name's
That
not
was
a
like,
real name? Like,
What are we gonna do, Alice?
well,
Eat lunch.
look, go eat lunch. I'm eating
Or
mine.
Mexican
Go do
lunch.
your own shit. I don't really care.
fine.
Verity, I don't know how you do it. You just like people are. You're just kind of like naturally popular. I feel like we have to like work really hard at it. And
I
if
work
people,
like obnoxiously hard at it.
people just come up to you and they just instantly like you. It's crazy. I've never. It's how do you do it? What's your
It's a-
secret?
Well, It's because I have stuff that they want. It's not about whether or not they actually like me. It's about, do I have something that they want? And
I just wanted you to know my name.
That's kind of.
I know it now.
Shut
Are
up,
you happy?
Andros. Yeah, that's kind of sad.
You're gonna be
Well,
8th
no,
kicker if you continue this shit, Andros.
but like no, it's fine because it's just like, you know.
Shut up, Damien. We know you like her.
But do you,
Oh, you're crazy.
Um,
You're making things up.
I didn't hear anything. But like, when do you get what you want? You know?
I don't know. I mean, I still get what I want in a lot of ways. I'm just trying to like get ahead on the whole debt thing because I don't like owing people money,
Yeah.
and I'd rather not owe people things. So it's better that I just have a bunch of people owe me now,
Mhm.
and that way they'll pay me back in the future, and I can get a head start on that. That's really my goal with it.
But even in like relationships.
Well, no, that's just me trying to figure out like what do I actually like.
Yeah.
And
So-
so far many of them have just been around. Okay, definitely not that.
But like that's what I'm kind of wondering. That it seems like there's all these like kind of like beginnings and like quick ends with all these relationships. Like, what do you like? Like, what are you into?
It's like where there's so many options, you don't know where to begin.
Yeah, I feel that.
And like nothing's really been. It's just been kind of.
It's like you don't know what you want, but you know immediately that it's not whatever that is in the moment.
Yeah, and then it's just like also that there's a tendency for people to start thinking they can start telling me what to do, and that's just never been how it's worked with me in any sort of interaction.
Interesting. So like, I mean, you're kind of like you're freed up right now. Like, just out of curiosity, is there anyone that you like have your eyes on right now or lately?
It's not that I have my eyes on people. I just don't. I don't think about it. It doesn't cross my mind.
Oh, okay.
So like people come up to me and it's just like, oh, what's the worst that can happen? And then it's just like, well, this isn't really fun or interesting. And I don't think they're seeing me for me. They're seeing me, I don't know, like appearances. They're seeing the appearance. They're not seeing me.
Just elbowing Damien under the table to like take notes.
I'm thinking this is very interesting because like sometimes like when you think about the mushrooms, sorry to bring up the mushrooms, but say like they build so the mycorrhizal mushrooms, they build the networks with things that are close to them and sort of symbiotic, and so sometimes they're not knowing what they are thinking about because they don't have the minds like we do, but they sometimes seek out relationships that are just nearby, and they can sort of make it work. And so maybe it is a matter of simply, if I am understanding the brain as much as I am understanding the hi-fi of the mushrooms, that there are ways of connections just making themselves happen based on happenstance and who are you next to in certain situations.
Wait,
Yeah, no, that's
mushroom
not a bad
person?
idea.
No.
And I mean, Al, you know that none of it's gotten anywhere. I mean, you would know if anything had gotten anywhere at this point.
Oh yes, no, I've read your diary. You keep it secret, but
wait, you read my diary?
Dude,
bro,
Alice,
you didn't even hook you didn't even hook us up, bro. Come on.
I'm not going to betray Vanity on this.
I mean, you already
this
kind of did,
between me and
though.
Vanity. This is not between you.
Party foul. Yo.
As you're having this conversation, you see across the cafeteria, Davian, some like fifth years hassling like some third years. And one of the fifth years like, yeah, you think you're so like big and bad because you study magic? I got magic here. I'm gonna show you my fistomancy. And he punches one of the little third years.
Do I recognize the third years?
You see them around. I mean, they're the same year as you, but like, you run in different circles, class-wise and everything. You're much more martially indicated. Like one or two of them are in like your weapons class, but they're almost like, they like, oh, you're in the magic program, so you two just spar with each other.
So
And
Damien is like very much in tutoring classes.
Mhm.
Because like for like the mental stuff.
And because he doesn't
Um,
read,
it's not that he can't; he refuses
he
to.
just refuses to
Um,
read.
it's like a moral stance at this point. Um, are these like kids that have tutored him in the past, or is these
yeah,
just
at
complete
least one or
strangers?
two
Oh,
of them
okay.
are.
And we know that they're like just generally like a super nice person.
No, yeah. I mean, they're
Yeah,
super
yeah.
chill. Like,
Wouldn't
one of
hurt
them's
Alright.
anyone.
like probably on their way to becoming a bard and like plays lots of like show, like sits in the common room every night and like jams out on her harp, and like you guys like it helps you study. Even Damien like can almost study, like like sometimes he'll be like, oh yeah, I learned that in class today.
All right, Damien's gonna get up and walk towards the group. Is there a problem?
Hey, Sea Strike.
Hey, what's your name? I don't even know you.
Oh yeah, you do. We were on the Blitzkrieg field last week.
Oh, you mean when we crushed you? 'Cause you're terrible? Yeah, okay, maybe
Well, not all of us can be glad to Sea Strike's sons.
yeah, well, if I remembered everyone who I destroyed at Blitzgoal, I'd remember like too many people, and I'm not a very intelligent person, so
So you know what? You don't want no trouble here, man. Like,
uh, well, I don't know, man. Seems like you're causing some trouble.
yeah, but you're cool. And this ain't about you.
Well, actually, bro, they're my homies. I would have flunked out of theology if not for these people. I discovered that apparently there used to be gods, so that's kind of cool, and I wouldn't know that if not for these losers. So they're not losers. So like
Well,
maybe back the fuck off.
no. Like, look,
Oh no, what
you
is
may
he
be some
doing?
shit hot guy out on the fucking field, but this ain't the field. And there's three of us, and you better choose carefully who you want to be out here with, Sea Strike, because these guys ain't gonna have your back.
Oh, well, you see, I was listening to Alice the other day, and there's something called symbiosis, where like one thing helps another thing, but the other thing also helps the other thing, but like in different ways. So like, um, they help me with class, and I help them by doing this, and he's just gonna deck him right in the fucking nose.
Oh no, what is he doing?
He like completely no sells it. This kid's like in like the barbarian track. So like when you punch him, he doesn't even like rock his head. You hurt your hand more than his face,
Oh, what?
and then he grabs your shirt.
Oh,
And like
uh,
a fist the size of a ham.
So
I told you didn't want none of the Sea Strike. Go away.
no.
this ain't done, you piece of shit. He's gonna try to punch him in the liver.
Oh no.
And like now the massive size difference, like you go for the liver, but like you know where to find the liver on another 13-year-old, but not this 15-year-old
I like punch him in the
brain-fed
hip.
motherfucker.
I'm just
Ah, your pelvis
at-
is made of fucking adamantium. Jesus
And then
Christ.
like he just like knocks you down, and like him and his three friends start like curb stomping you.
And then at that point I spring up because at first I'm like okay, he picked a fight with one person, I'm gonna let them settle it. But then now that like three people are, I'm like this, you see like a fury of like how unfair just these people can be come over Dominic's face, and he runs up, and he's like shockingly fast for someone his size, so like effectively just like appears behind the main one.
Hey, Dominic, we don't want no
This-
trouble, man. Not with you. Your brother started this, man.
Mid sentence, I just fucking uppercut him, and then I get on top of him and just start You people think you can do whatever you want, and just start like beating the shit out of him.
So there's a rage that no one's ever seen in Dominic before.
And I
And
like, I
and
don't
everyone,
like, my eyes are almost just like rolled back, and I'm just
the
beating the shit out
sentiment
of
of the cafeteria went from like no one really minded seeing Damien get beat up.
Yeah, and then now
Then
it's
they like started kicking him and like that, and everyone's like, "Oh, that's too far."
and this kid who I'm punching is like famously like bullies like, you know, people much weaker than him. And so like I'm like, it's a huge tone shift of just the entire like hierarchy of
Yeah.
the school.
And then
I'm just
so
like
everyone's like at first like,
elbowing the other
get him,
two.
Dominic. But after a minute, they're like, get him. No, he's gonna kill him.
You're a disease.
Oh shit!
Betty, get him.
And then suddenly,
I throw a glass of water.
One more punch.
I'm like eyes rolled back, like holding him up by the
And,
collar,
like,
and
an
I'm
arm,
getting
like,
ready to like
iron,
throw him
like,
through a
grabs
window.
you from like your arm and like wraps you in a bear hug. Dominic, come with me, Dominic.
And then I
David is
just
like,
as I'm being like dragged off, I just like look of confusion, and I just see this kid who's like definitely missing a couple teeth and just like on the ground. I'm just like I know what happened, but it was like such an out of body experience that like I'd have no idea where it come from. And so yeah, whoever this is just like dragging me off because they're like bigger or like the same size as me.
You get drug out of the cafeteria, out into the hall, and Boris turns you around. Journeyman Professor Boris.
Of course.
Dominic.
I haven't seen you in forever. What happened?
Well, I went out and found Headband. Made Boris thought smart before. Boris is actually very smart now. And graduated in 2 years. And now I am professor in barbarian track.
Now I'm getting like super tired out of nowhere. I'm just like out of breath.
Come with me, friends. We go to my office. We can talk about this more.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I'm probably gonna get in so much trouble. I'll take whatever punishment.
I will talk to Mr. Wiggles about it. It'll be fine.
I'll take whatever punishment they give.
With barbarians.
A what?
Well, I prefer to call it rageomancy, but whenever I do that, the magic department gets mad at me.
That's never happened before.
It happens to all of us.
And then so we go.
Come, my young friend, come.
Go to the office.
So
while this is happening, Damien is like borderline passed out. Verity, did I win?
Dominic did. Let's get you to the infirmary.
I did good though, right?
You elicited something in your brother unlike I have ever seen before.
I'm gonna poke the wound.
Oh,
the nerve endings are still intact.
Yeah, see, you're fine. You're fine. You sleep on it.
I don't think we can carry him, but we could probably drag him.
Yeah, sounds good. Face up or face down. Face up.
Face up.
Face up sounds better. Yeah, that's good.
So you guys drag him into the infirmary and like the little gnome like put him in his usual bed.
All right.
This time I think I might keep him.
Yeah, he went unconscious.
She like lifts his eyes and like one's the size of a pinprick and the other one's the size of a dinner plate.
Yeah, you keep him. He is finally house trained.
I'm gonna keep him tonight.
Are the kids safe?
Well, yeah, they're good. We'll tell your brother we brought you here.
Am I concussed?
Probably.
Okay.
You're very concussed, young man.
This is at least like the third concussion for him now.
Okay.
And then she pokes you like right in the big goose egg on your head.
Why does everyone keep poking me?
Good, the nerve endings are there. The concussion didn't give you brain damage.
My dad always said I was a little brain damaged.
Yes.
That explains a lot.
So yeah, Dominic kind of leaves like the track he's on and goes down more of a barbarian path from there. They don't call it barbarian, but like they teach you how to like utilize your rage in a fight, how to have you master it and not master you. Um,
Yeah.
Everything.
And
Boris is an amazing teacher now.
yeah, and I'm just like, wow, Boris, this is so amazing that we can just like talk. I feel like we've never had like a real conversation before. This is, and you're gonna.
And then he reaches up and like scratches his head and dislodges the headband. Dominic! Oh, are you back in my room?
What happened? Wait, you don't remember who I am?
You're my roommate.
Yeah, from like 2 years ago.
Man, time flies. Boris very smart. Boris not realize time flew so much. And when he taps his forehead, he like gets the headband back in there. Oh, shit. As I was saying, and then he goes on to explain some more rage stuff.
Yeah, it just feels like I've always had these feelings inside of me, but it was like whatever those are just like stepped into the driver's seat for a minute and just completely took control of me. And there's almost, it's like I was like outside of myself looking at me, and that's horrifying. Like I don't ever want to do that again, especially not on accident. How do I learn how to control this?
We will teach you.
We like, is it just you, or is there like anyone? Is there anyone else?
No, I have one professor of
maybe
rageomancy, but there are others professors of different things, and we concentrate on weapons.
Yeah. Wow, that was. I need to go apologize to that guy. I mean, he probably won't even look at me.
Well, I'm not certain he'll be able to look at anything for a couple of weeks.
Oh, fuck.
You swelled both his eyes pretty close.
Well, I guess bright side, no one's gonna mess with Damien again.
I wouldn't count on that. But probably not when you are around. You're right. Come, young one. Come, young one.
Of course.
Meet the rest of the team.
I'm so tired. I just got immediate. I feel like I just ran 10 miles. What happened?
You'll feel better in a couple of minutes. You just need to catch your breath.
All right, go with them.
So a couple days pass. You're back to weapons training. Damien's out of the infirmary. They gave him a potion of healing. So he like came back around quick. For once, they were like,
fine. We'll use resources.
Damn, son, you got fucked up. You're at weapons training, and you're back with your beloved partisan. And you feel something that you haven't felt before from him. Like, maybe you're wrong. Maybe you're right. You don't know, but it feels like it approves of you. Like, and the more like you think on it, and it kind of captures your thoughts the next couple of days, you get the feeling, maybe wrong, maybe not. Who knows? I mean, like, who would think that a weapon would have like any feelings towards you, right? Like
feelings? That's for girls.
But if you didn't know better, you would think that like sacrificed, and you stepping in between those third years and taking that ass whipping and sacrificing your own body for their good. This person likes that.
Maybe I should go read a book. Alice, can you come with me to the library? Oh, I can't hear you right now. I think you're muted.
Yeah. No.
You had
Sorry.
you had sore throat or something.
No, I filled my cheek pouches with potions. This is a
Oh.
problem that we will talk about that. But yeah. Do you know how to read?
I know how to read. It's just like, they said something about a demi-decimal system. I don't know what that means. And I need to look something up in the library. And
I
I've
see.
never really done that before a lot.
Okay. Then I will teach you what are you looking for?
I need like a book on like pole arms and like finding what this is.
Okay. Then we'll go look for pronouns. Okay. You are lucky that I have a free period now while I am waiting for a certain thing to finish centrifuging. So I think we can go.
I don't know what that means, but I agree with you.
Super.
All right. Is there like a friendly librarian we can talk to?
Well, there's several.
Hi.
Do I? You must be like a third year.
Yeah.
How have I never seen you before?
I've never been here
Oh,
before.
hi, Alice.
Hi.
How have you gone 3 years here and we've never seen you?
I learn through synthesis or whatever.
So he means osmosis. He means that he learns.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, uh, osmosis or whatever. Yeah.
Oh.
Um,
What can we do for you?
well, I've got this, and he just pulls out the whole ass weapon. And I don't know how it works, and I'm trying to find more stuff because it's like shorter than a normal polearm, but longer than a spear, and I don't know what it does.
Um,
And I think it's trying to say something to me, but I don't speak polearm. Is that a language?
no.
Cool.
Um,
Is weapon a language?
no.
Cool.
Do many things talk to you?
Yeah, well, I talk to a lot of people. They talk to me too, but I often do a lot of the talking.
Is there something I can help you find with, Alice?
I'm thinking that we are needing to look into something with magic weapons or so telepathy or something with I don't know. He touches it, so maybe it is some kind of poison into his mind. I'm not so certain.
Oh, this
Um,
is poisonous? That's so cool. I can like.
We are going to explore all of the options. You work at the library.
so they send you over to like this section on magical weapons and stuff. You don't find anything on this partisan itself. You do find like, you know,
I do
in
find that it's a
like
partisan though, right?
right. You find that it's
Okay.
a partisan. Excuse me. And
Bless you.
Trafala's guide to magical items does mention inside of it that sometimes magical items have a mind of their own.
So you see here, this is saying that maybe it has its own
I can
spirit.
read. I just choose not to. But thank you.
Okay, then here you go. So, why am I here then?
Because the librarians are scary, and I was scared they think I was stupid.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay, so it's a magical weapon. And
Yeah.
it talks to me. Does that mean there's a person?
So not necessarily. It is more that it could have its own sort of mind in magic. So weird. I don't know, but it could have its own mind in it.
Okay. Hi. Hi. Are you hungry? It's just talk to them. How do I feed you?
You think really hard, and then in your mind, you're, Master, I Yeah. Try that again. Master, I hunger for justice.
How do I do that? Do I just go around stabbing bad people with this?
Complete your training. We will
And
talk
then
more
stab
when you
bad
are
people?
ready.
Okay.
So many bad people, Master.
So I just need to slaughter an inordinate amount of people who I determine to be bad? I can do that.
I will help you determine who these three.
Cool. I don't even have to think who the bad people are. I just listen to you. Awesome.
Yes, Master.
Alice is fully hearing this conversation, right?
Yeah, I know.
Only your side.
Cool. It can talk to me. All right. Well, I'm gonna put this on my back and head back to the dorm.
Wait, how many concussions have you had?
5.
Okay.
All right. As you guys head back to the dorm, Mr. Wiggles enters the room that Dominic is now sharing with Damien. Mr. C Strike.
Which one?
No, you're not there.
Oh.
Nick comes up.
Hi, Mr.
This
Wiggles.
is all very unusual, but it was actually about a couple days later. So you're not in trouble. This happens when people. We go through this several times a year when someone discovers that they have a talent for the rage and it takes them over. Don't worry, son. We will help you master this and turn it into being an asset for the guild and to your own survival and to your teammates. However, this is all very unusual, but I have received a request.
A request?
Yes. And he hands you two pieces of parchment. One says, Dominic C. Strike authorized to leave Underhill, Mr. Wiggles. The other is an address. I trust I can send you into the above city on your own.
Yeah, I can take care of myself, but is this... Am I meeting someone or am I picking something up?
Somebody has asked to meet with you.
Okay. Wow. Well, I mean, I don't really
Against
get...
my better judgment, I have granted his request.
If you say
You don't need to
so.
make a sense motive check to tell that Mr. Wiggles is not pleased by this.
If you say I have to, then okay. I don't know. I mean, okay. When am I supposed to go?
Now.
Oh. All right. Then I'll grab my things, and then I start just plating up. And
you don't need to go into all of that, Mr. C. Strike. It is simply a meeting with a guild official.
Okay.
In the safest place in the world.
All right. Well, then
I will see you this evening.
I'll head there now.
Go there. Come back after your meeting is over. Do you understand me?
To your office?
No, just to your normal things.
Okay.
I will let your instructors know that you'll be out for the afternoon.
All right. Sounds good. I'll see you. I'll be back.
Mr. C. Strike.
And I fully just bow.
No. He's like catching your attention more.
Mr. Wiggles.
Don't feel as though anything that you hear. Never mind. Just, I will see you soon. And that's where we'll wrap.
Okay.
I'm going to choose to not pursue that.
Ah.
I'm going to choose to not ask, what did you mean by that? And just keep going.
All right. So we will pick up next week with Dominic going to visit someone in the guild hierarchy.
So we're in year 6-ish.
We're in year 4-ish.
We're pretty young.
Okay. Good to know.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank all of you for coming tonight.
Thank you.
And thank you for everyone who stuck with us through this. We'll be here again next Sunday at 7.
Ooh.
where we
Eastern.
will officially get to adventure by the end of it.
Oh
Yes, sir.
boy.
Yeah.
We will
But this
finish
just
their
means
time in
we've
your
got more
academy.
time for the drama.
Drama.
There'll be no drama. You're what?
All
All right.
right. And
Good night, all.